Monday there, so I don't know, it's October like 25th, 6th, I don't know what day it is. Combine beans, I've got about 200 acres of beans to combine. Would have been a little closer to getting it done, but last night we finished the corn around Weeping Water and went to go move the combine down here towards Eagle, and I got about 5 miles from my shed and I had a flat tire on the back of my combine. So I think it was going flat, and because anyways, and then without the header on, and I was trying to pull one of my little pickups behind me, and so it ruined the tire. I got off the highway, got on the rock road, and got in a good spot. And then my awesome co-op there in Gretna, I called the guy, actually texted him last night about 9:30 on a Friday, and hey, I had a flat tire, here's the tire size, let me know Saturday morning. Well, he called me right back and said, I don't have that tire size. He goes, these combines, they put like whatever size tire they feel like on the back of them anymore. It's not a standard size like, the front tires. So he goes, we can't hardly stock them all. And he says, that tire size, he says, it looks like it's almost 4 days before I can get one. So he called me then first thing Saturday morning. He went through his used tires, and he found a rim and a tire and one real close. So we slapped that on the rear back of the combine, got me up and running. And we'll just have to see what Monday brings. He's going to look around, see if he can find this 480 by 70 by 24 and find me something. And I don't know what happened, but hey, stuff happens. So at least I was able to get off the highway. So yeah, I got down here. Like I say, I'm trying to got the grain trucks full. Gonna just fill the combine and call it a night. I mean, it's not extremely late. It's right at 9 o'clock, but nothing else I can do. I don't have my other truck here, so elevator doesn't open till noon tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta bring my pickup down because I gotta bring fuel and everything else, and then I'll probably drive. I got a little Nissan pickup here, drive that back to get my other straight truck, and so that I can hopefully combine earlier. Yeah, but give her heck tomorrow, I hope, and try and get as much of these beans out before the snow comes. They're talking now 1 to 2 inches Monday, so want to try and get, if I can, hopefully get all these beans out. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it just depends if everything holds together. So, and combining here in the hills of Nebraska, heck of a lot different than what I watch other people in other parts of the world, the nation, because we got these terraces and we got dips, and you can't just sit back and not steer and not really not have to worry about things. Just put the head down and go. I mean, this is got stuff to it. There we go. So a lot more difficult to combine here at night. Let's see, they're doing pretty good for this farm. They're doing probably about 45 bushel an acre. On this farm, that's really good. They were, this farm's a pretty poor farm. And actually, I've been combining the worst of the ground right now, trying to get all the hill ground done. And I'm leaving the top of the hill, well, you can't see it over there, till tomorrow morning, because then by the time the dew gets off, hopefully I'll be able to go on it, and first thing in the morning. And I slugged the combine twice today. I haven't slugged this thing for years, and had a friend of my son's dad from school. He's never been around farming. He wanted to come and see what a harvester was like and harvest, and I don't want to say I wasn't paying attention, but gosh darn it, I was going along, and I got all of a sudden down into some bottom ground, and a whole bunch of the wet soybeans went in, and luckily I was able to put it in low gear, open up the concaves, and spit it out both times, so didn't have to completely drop the cage. and pull it out strand by strand. There's a lot of you out there know what I'm talking about. That's not fun. So, all right. Till next time. All right. Well, I've got about 10 acres left of soybeans. We had a small breakdown this morning. My dad called, and the bolt that holds one of the two bolts that holds the steering cylinder on the back axle broke. I don't know why. I have that happen on me about every other year, so I actually had the bolt with me, but we didn't have a jack, so I had to take off of work real quick, come down here, help them out, got them up and running. Then we're also having a problem with my rotor belt. Seems to be slipping when I get into some real heavy green stuff. It doesn't, I don't know, it's strange. I haven't figured it out yet. They put a new belt on in the shop this winter. I don't know if they didn't get things set right. They told me to check those little cams that you grease daily. Heck, they're free, they spin, so I don't know. But hey, it's snowing right now. You probably can't tell, but the beans are white. I'm going like hell trying to get this done. You know, we're only got about 10 acres left, so I'm hoping like heck that I can get this done. This is a pain in the butt, this field here. It's just outside the Lincoln city limits in Walton. This guy's only got like 17 acres, and do it more is just a favor to him. He's a good friend, and he actually works for another. I got him hooked up with my cousin driving a straight truck during harvest, and he used to have about 100 acres, 120 or 30 acres, but you know, they've all been developed. So now we're down to just 17 acres of patches. This is around these towers. If you can see, there's a whole bunch of light, telephone, well, I don't know what you call those towers out there, TV towers, something like that. So definitely not a field that you want to combine it. The first time I combined it was at night, trying to navigate my way around here without trying to hit a power pole or a guide wire was stressful. But yeah, as you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, it's white down there, and I still have to run the reel down on the ground because otherwise it doesn't want to feed in. It's getting a little damp. It's making a mess of my combine, but like I say, we're giving her heck. It's not building up on the sieves yet, but be nice to have this done. Drop this header. I can take it back to Weeping Water and figure out what I'm going to do for corn, what direction, or, well, yeah. Probably pull down the 8-row corn head tomorrow or something, see what the weather does. This thing's ready for an oil change. Do that here in the field. Service it. You know, there's all sorts of things I've been just putting off. Little things. Trying to get all this done, but I also got bad vibration on my feeder house with this header, and I haven't figured out if it's just dust on those pulleys. I think that I have or if it's like that drive shaft right there, because it sure vibrates. Well, so is that drive shaft. I checked the bearings under there; they're all good. Excuse me, darn dust. Still snowing. It's getting pretty white out. My header's getting pretty white. But I got only about 3 acres left, so I'm giving her a heck. It's starting to get a little tough, but not bad. And yeah, it'll be nice to get this done.